Yeah, obviously, there will be a big thing on Zozo. Everybody gonna see him playing his OG mage, and we all know that fans love him a lot. Everywhere you go, every mid laner will be compared by him in the chats. They will be saying Zozo is someone you can't even, take on. He is someone in the mid laner. He is that. He is this, and obviously he had proved him all these years. So obviously he should be, greeted like that. Therefore, people always stand with him. But right now, the game gonna speak a lot more than the name. This is why this is a Mythic Showdown. Here, no teams will be judged by their fame. They will be judged by their game. So let's see whose game will be better. Is it Rayuga or is it Lafu Kabi? But right now in the draft section, we can see the Kalea and the okay, Kalea got banned. Ray, can you tell me what is that? Is it a chip?
Yes,
Yep.
it's a chip. You don't worry. You can ask me anytime. That's a chip. Yeah, because he's sitting in the dark a little bit. I can relate. But yeah, overall, I like the way that he said it. A team should not be known by its fame, but by its game, because that's what the whole underdogs are, aren't they? Right? Because they don't have any fame, but they got the game. But overall, two Rome bands coming in from both sides. Let's just see how it evolves. But I like that you mentioned it. But anyways, let's focus. Okay, they're really going in for teleport bands. Like, have they
Obviously.
studied Lafu Kabi's new lineup, or is it just so like Rayuga can have? If you notice, Ashizi Rayuga likes to go for that 1-4 rotation. Four man is all on the far lane, while their jungler is split pushing.
Chocolate.
Chocolate Chan
Yeah.
is the one who always like to control the game in means of turrets. And of
Yeah.
course, who can disturb that? Teleporters, ones who have
Yeah.
global presence. And yeah, it makes sense, I guess. They don't want any obstruction. They just want to do their thing. They just want Chocolate Chan to do their thing. So maybe this is the reason.
It's like also you can say it's a respect band for Zozo. We can say that too. But Choco Chan is someone I've been knowing these days that this guy is not. You cannot say that he only split push. He only take on turrets. But at the same time, after taking the turrets, he will be in the team fight. So if you're gonna see the statistics of Choco Chan after the match. If we can ask him to show his statistics, it will be seen like it will be a full triangle. Where he has done the push as well as he been in the team fight participation as well as his KDA being maintained. So this guy is, a different type of jungler we can say. Other than playing his Hayabusa Fanny for split pushing, he also joined in team fights. Therefore, I like him and as well as his gameplay. I even trying his gameplay in the ranked as well, and it's still a good one you can say because doing both the things because a lot of teams doesn't care about the minions wave. They only take on the fights and tournaments are something where turrets are you can say being neglected always. So a lot of players like Crisis, Kyle, and someone like Choco Chan can go for this split push and can backdoor the team, and you have seen that backdooring in the MPL PH finals where just the whole team of Liquid went for a backdoor onto the world champion that is owning PH. So anything can be happen here as well. But right now we're gonna see a Matilda ban onto the point from Rayuga Esports and Lafu Kabi. I think probably they will be going with a Lucas ban right now. If it will be open, it will be a lot of hindrance to their side. So maybe they're gonna ban it. No, they will be banning the Harith right now. I mean that's also good because we all know that Harith will also work great on team Rayuga as well. But what do you think Roston Call will pick in this match?
I think Moscow is still left out open, as well as a Granger. So there's a high chance. But there we go. Rayuga immediately prioritizes the top pick right now. This guy went from bottom to top. Right now, everybody just lock in on that Bakshia because of its mobility. And of course, he's a perfect jungler as well. So not giving him basically means that you're preventing your opponent from having that mobility, retribution, power rest, and everything possible. So overall, it's a good pick and expected. That just means that Lucas is left out open, so maybe they can pick it up for themselves, or maybe they'll decide like we want to go for something else entirely. This Grange is still left out open, so I would honestly go for that. But Florin is left out open as well. So there's a lot of chances they can go for anything they want at this time around. But hey, I want to be surprised. I want to be something cool because it is the debut of Lafu Kabi after a long while, as well as the fact that this is the Swiss stages, the first match for both of these teams. And okay, they go in for the standard, which is of course the Granger and Lucas.
Yes, and one more thing, Rayuga picking that Bakshia will be not in the jungle, I think. So because whenever I see
Yeah,
them with the Bakshia, they went for a roam or for the EXP. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
think Hayabusa will be picked right now from Choco-chan because he's so much obsessed with that hero because he know that not only he helps the mobility helps in the push as well as he can come back to the team fight and the damage is good as well. But Lucas being there, I think Valentina is open right now. They should prioritize the Valentina as well into their side so that taking on the Lucas ult will be helping them to counter the Lucas. Even Franco could be a good option here to counter that Lucas because right now the big problem is Lucas over there. Lucas can chunk you down whenever he wants and he can take off not only one kills, a bunch of kills like 3-2 in a team fight. So he should be prioritized first right now. But let's see what it will be. Okay, okay. A Phobius for the EXP and a Kimi as well. These things right now flexing a lot from their picks. Kimi being there, mid lane, goal lane, all those confusion will be into the mind of Lafu Kabi. Even Bakshia being prioritized by Rayuga, also giving some spooky vibes of confusion to Lafu Kabi because the second banning phase will be a lot of fun, Ray. Because if they're gonna ban a mid, then maybe they're gonna face MM like Irithel or you can say a Beatrix in the goal lane against a Granger. And if they will be going for a MM ban, thinking that Kimi in the mid, maybe they're gonna get some mid laner like Aurora or Eve to counter that Lucas. What do you think, so?
I was honestly just thinking Farsa because Lafukabi is not doing any experiments. They're just playing the meta. And Farsa is basically the top for rotations and everything, you know. So it makes sense. They're not taking any risk. They want a clean game number one, and that's what they're going for. They did not, you know, they are not thinking too much thought into it, and I respect it. Sometimes the most simplest answers is the best one overall. But there we go. Right now, one thing is for sure that the Kimi is most likely gonna go into mid lane, but you know, Ryuga on the other hand, they're a team that likes to experiment. So just like you mentioned, it's very possible that this could just end up being a goal lane Kimi. But yeah, let's see if it's gonna be mid lane. I think it's 80% mid lane, but Ryuga can switch things anytime, right? But overall, let's see what's gonna happen. They are right now banning out more mobility as well as counter picks, which is of course the Valentina because they don't want to take the chance on it. Just like you mentioned, this could be a bait coming in because Kimi might just be the mid lane, just like we discussed. So that's a ban slot, perhaps wasted or maybe not. But one thing that we need to pay attention to, like right now we're ignoring, is the Phobius. This guy is a menace. He's extremely tanky, doesn't get bursted easily, and the worst part is that Lucas has so many dashes on his passive, Phobius can keep using his Infernal Pursuit non-stop.
Hey, look at that. I mean, they thought that Basha will be not in the roam. He will be in the jungle, banning that Florin right now. Also, I mean, if right now the MM and jungle will come up, I mean, Lafu Kavi's last two ban will be totally busted, you can say, because they would have been thinking something else, and something else just got happened in the drafts. Therefore, the flex picks do work great in the draft phase to play the mind of the opponent's side, and that's what big teams do in the draft phase. Because I always say this: 80% of the game being decided in the draft phase, who is winning, because a winning draft is always a better draft anytime. Look at that. They will be banning a CC because they know that the EXP is open. We need to take out the two EXP. Maybe the Gatot, maybe the CC will be taken out because they don't want the Phobius to get any type of winning lane hero taking on him. But right now, Glue being open is kind of a question because they could have banned a Glue rather than banning a CC. I don't think CC will be better than a Phobius in a 1v1 fight, other than you're having a glue in your side, taking on into the team fights as well, and initiations will be also provided by glue, whereas a CC cannot be fully tanky and cannot be fully sustainable. So I think rather than going for a CC, they should have gone with the glue. But it's okay. Maybe a respect ban you can say, because someone from Lafu Kabi, their EXP laner, would be great with the CC. But right now, the last pick, I mean, the first pick of this second picking phase will be a Franco. Ooh, that's a good thing. I mean, they don't want to take any risk to give that Franco to their side because they know the Lucas is their main priority. And the Lucas will be the main damage dealer, other than the poke burst combo that Farsa and Granger. So taking this Franco, what do you think, Ray? I mean, is it a good pick? Because you have a poke burst combo, you need a high loss or a Gatot Kacha for your side. Gatot Kacha was in the ban list.
I was honestly expecting a Badang to pop in any second, but it did not come in. I'm seeing a Franco. Okay, Badang EXP lanes can still work, but overall, the thing with Franco is first of all precision. All right, you don't land a hook, you're kind of screwed. The second thing
Yeah.
is you have to initiate first. You have to initiate first with the Franco. If you wait for too long, the enemy can easily overwhelm you, considering there's two tanky boys that can take the turret damage. If you, let's say you hooked in the Kimi, that's a go signal for Rayuga to just jump on top of you, because once you use your ultimate, Franco is just another standing duck. He's also very squishy. So that just basically means that if Rayuga is playing aggressively, it can basically mean the Franco would be, proving to be not that useful. But at the same time, in a team where if Rayuga feels a little bit intimidated by the hooks and plays on the defensive end, yeah, it's gonna be a Lafu Kabi game, because Franco is all about precision, mind games, and control. And I'm seeing an Edith after so long. Edith EXP, interestingly good enough. I think we have something here. Lafu Kabi is cooking something, and let's see how good it's gonna taste. On the other hand, the Rayuga going for that sneaky Selena pick. Interesting.
And a Hayabusa as well. The Florine ban got vested down for the side of Lafu Kabi, but it's okay. They got the edit into their side. I was thinking about, for you said about a Badang, but I was thinking about a Esmeralda, because you need some absorb against the phobias and also some damage as well. Both the things could have been there, but it's okay. I mean, also Edith can provide the absorb as well as the damage. Both the things sustain as well. So it's a good pick
It's
against the
mostly
phobia.
damage, actually. You know?
Yeah, it's morely damage. Yeah, you can say it's more about damage, and it's mainly that. I mean, Edith being in the team fight will be helping them a lot because they are totally, I mean, full of damage. If you were to see, I mean, even Franco cannot provide the sustain from the early game, and if he
Yeah.
is going for, I mean, bloody hunt more than 3 to 4 times in just span of a little bit seconds, they need to itemize those. CD reduction items as well, that Franco. So, I mean, he can't be that much sustained. But right now, into the game number one of the BO3 series in the Swiss stage at Indian Gaming Corps Mythic Showdown. Here we are for the first match of day number 3 Swiss stage between Team Rayuga Esports versus Lafu Kabi. And the match is on, Ray.
Yep, the match is on, and I'm loving the transition here, folks, because that Mythic Showdown into that Land of Dawn just looks really good. I just love that. Today I'm Shinri or Zero right now, but already First Blood traded out 1-for-1 immediately. And so far, rotations are coming in. Ashizi, we just immediately got 1-for-1 trade, but that was a roamer for a jungler. Already Rayuga cementing their kind of lead.
Yep, you can say that, but it's like, I mean, okay, they won the trade because they lost the roamer and they lost the jungler, but it's kind of same as well. But right now, one more kill, Ogi Shadow kill on, and it will be first being taken down. Zozo, the man with the golden hand, will be taken out from the beginning. I mean, he got the kill, then he got out from the map as well. 2-1 is the score. Turtle being on. Hayabusa having 2 kills into the hand will be helping him a lot to farm this turtle into his side.
Not a good news for Lafu Kabi, because that's a Hayabusa you're talking about. The more kills he gets, the more dangerous he becomes for you. Overall, the turtle fight looks like it's gonna begun. It spawned in, and oh, the stun doesn't hit, but Lucas, looks like both of the teams are just showing warning shots. Well prepared to go in for any second right now, but they're also holding back, knowing that rushing in blindly is a fool's game, and they don't want to be that. overall. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, they are taking some space. They're waiting. And funny enough,
Yeah.
that is good for Rayuga because Hayabusa can, you know, take the red buff for himself. But just as I speak, obviously Granger is gonna win out his lane because you don't play Kimi in the gold lane, guys. Play on the mid lane. I know Rayuga wanted to go for the bait and switch, but Kimi will suffer a little bit until the mid game.
Yep, you can say that. But if the Hayabusa getting those kills continuously, it will be, I mean, you can say 1 for 1. He can go for the Granger again, and they can gank on the Granger, and then Kimi will be having the early snowball, and it will be finished for the Granger as well. But look at that. Right now, taking up a fight. Phoebe being there. Feather airstrike coming from Zozo at a sliver of HP. Baxia will be managing to take down that Lucas. And in the meantime, we can see they can be taking down that Franco as well. It will be the Selena. 2 men down already. No trade for the side of Lafu Kabi. And in the meantime, Edith will be taken out as well. It's a killing spree. And look at that. It will be Granger as well being taken down, and they will be going for a first wipeout, unofficial wipeout. No, the Abyssal Trap do connected, but at this level of HP, he managed to get back. Abyssal Arrow just got missed. Turtle will be into the hand, I think so.
It's actually surprising. A full wipeout, but they did not go in for the turtle. I guess makes sense this early game. Even if you take them down, they're gonna come back really fast. But oh, Phobius. Bad move perhaps. Vishal trying to buy time.
Yup, Infernal Pursuit coming on. 3 man still handling them, and at a sliver of HP, oh my goodness, Flicker will be come out, and Lucas will be taken down. Abyssal Arrow just got connected, and as well as the trap. But look at that, Edith coming with the ult right now. Bloody Hun, and there will be Selena taken down. Double kill for the Edith. Hayabusa going inside the turret with the Ogi Shadow kill, will be managing to take down the Franco, but at a sliver of HP, managed to get back into the safer side. That first Zozo right now outplaying the whole moment, and let's see, the turtle fight dance is already on. Edith coming up right now. What do you think, Ray? I think it's a free turtle.
Yeah, it's gonna be a free turtle overall. But Lafu Kabi is fighting back really bravely, and gotta give it out to them. They're actually doing good despite the kind of early lead already that was wasted. They're still trying to bounce back as much as possible. But let's see overall, the Granger stacks is what's going to be the most important carry factor. Also, Edith and Lucas actually carry this game hard for a simple reason, because they have to be the frontliners, because Franco is not exactly the tank you'd call a frontliner. You know, he's someone who likes to stay behind, hook, or come in with the flicker and bloody hunt. So that basically means, and look at the 1-4 rotation always, because Chocolate Chan always loves to play for those objective. Okay, Zozo, what is that positioning? Wanted to be inside the enemy territory, but Lucas.
Look at that right now, Kimi coming up. All is the beast being on right now. Lucas will be slamming down that Selena, but Baksha managed to take down the Edith as well. Rinse and Redemption coming from the side of Lafu Kabi, taking down that Baksha. And in the meantime, Choco Chan is doing his spooky things. That is the splitting push into the top lane as well. And look at that. The Phobius will be taking out Zozo as well. Zozo being so much aggressive, going in between the position. That's a bad thing to do at that time, and Phobius managed to take down, but at the meantime, Kimi melting down that Lucas at last. Instant redemption for the Selena being down by the Lucas, you can say.
Yeah, I think Lucas overstayed his welcome. He should have retreated after the team fight, but since he didn't, immediately got punished. Right now, the score is 11-7, around 3,000 gold lead into the hands of Rayuga, and looks like they want to go for Moon Knight, but no, they're holding back a little bit, letting all the resources waste.
Even though he used his ult, but Feather Airstrike has a lot of damage. In the meantime, Skypiercer does work for the Granger to take down another kill for his side. And you can say that Wizard of the League. Okay, that's a good name. That's a good name. Okay, I mean, if he got outplayed by Kimi, I'll not doubt anything. It's okay, but look at that right now. The blast being on, and the Kimi will be taken out. That's something which needed by the Lafu Kabi at this point. And as we know that the Kimi taken down, Hayabusa on the top. I think the turtle dance will be started by the side of Lafu Kabi, and they will be taking the turtle easily as well. What do you think, Ray? Will they gonna contest Rayuga?
No, they cannot possibly, because Chocolate Chan, his eyes are set on Zozo only. Taking him down has been the priority, and he's doing a good job at it. 12-9 overall score, but a few turtles here made trades But I think this game is still Rayuga's until there's a moment where we might see that Rayuga is actually losing. But so far, it hasn't come just yet. But yeah, Wizard of Liz. I wonder which kind of wizard that is, you know? Oh, just as I speak, another god. I was remembering a Harry Potter spell, okay, for disappearing. I can't remember it. Mid lane though.
Yeah, mid lane though, and they managed to take down the turret as well. In the meantime, Wizard of Lees was also split pushing, and in the meantime, we can see the damage onto that Franco is a lot from that Kimi. And you know what? I mean, if you wanna differentiate this Franco and Baxia, you wanna think like it's like Baxia is having the damage as well as the sustain, but Franco in the meantime only having, only he can just give that bloody hunt, can just stop Hayabusa, high mobility type heroes. So, I mean, the trade is not okay with having the Franco into your side when a Baxia roam is being there in your opponent's side. Just because the Lucas was there, you were just having a little bit of, what you can say, fear that the Lucas can be taken out.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is not Zivo, and your name is not Shinryu. Why is this?
Hey. But oh, mid lane. Another casualty, but Lucas comes in, storms in again.
Yep, and in the meantime, managed to take down Zozo, and oh my goodness, look at that! Kimi with the damage onto that Lucas will be slaying him as well. Even though Zozo and Lucas got down at this point, I don't think, at this point, Lafu Kabi cannot be coming back, and Lord is being on. There will be an easy Lord for the side of Rayuga. I mean, they have all those heroes onto their side.
Absolutely. And it's pretty evident. We were discussing the weaknesses of Franco, and it's been visible. Because, of course, the Franco cannot provide you the utilities that the Baxia is able to give. So, Baxia is not the best tank, but he has so much more niche than the Franco, and it's pretty obvious at this point. And of course, finally, our names are correct, lore accurate. We are not shapeshifters, guys. We are not Zio and Shinryu. Jokes aside, of course, few nitty-bitties, but other than that, it's really nice to see that Rayuga is still holding in strong. Lafu Kabi, I would say they're kind of responding good, but let's see how long that they can respond well, because the Lord's marching in from the top lane. Let's see how it goes.
Yep, and in the meantime, we can see the Lucas is being surrounded, and he'll be taken out as well. It's a mega kill for the Kimi. Right now, the Kimi is getting the power off, and look at that. He managed to trap that abyssal arrow onto the Franco. Oh, Zozo was about to get down, but managed to flee away at the perfect time. But right now, getting down those turrets in the mid lane is having a big trade onto the side of Rayuga. They'll be getting the second tier as well. Franco is doing nonetheless at this point. I mean, he can't do anything. That's the big problem. Look at that Baxia. He's going aggressively onto the Franco. Hook will be missed. I mean, the Yavi Franco's era was in 2022. We are right now in 2025. So that is a big difference in the years.
Yeah, Franco sadly has fallen off, and unless you can be the god of hooks, it's really hard. Oh, I might have jinxed it.
He was about to get down, but it's a Baxia killing spree for Wizard of Leeds. Getting down the roamer after losing tiers in the mid, tiers in the top, as well as in the bot. Blazing being off from the top. Skills is 7 in 10. And they have a goal lead of 5k. I don't think it's a great trade, but right now Feather Air Strike being on, Franco Flicker being on as well. He will be getting away, but Probius Infinite Pursuit coming up. Unleash the Beast as well, going on to the Kimi and taking down. No, it's a Kimi will be taking down the Lucas. Unstoppable for the Kimi. The damage was something would just shatter down that Lucas. This is the damage we're talking about, Ray, from the beginning. I mean, when the Granger take down the Kimi, and you said mid to late game will be the game of Kimi. Is what happening right now.
Yeah.
We are in the mid.
Yeah. Let's see overall. I want to see actually the itemization, because I want to see how far the difference of the goal laners have become so far. Okay, there we go. Kimi so far has 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. That's basically the 5th item, and Granger is actually following suit. Funny enough, both of the goal laners are actually very close by 8.7, but 1.3k advantage onto the hands of Kimi. That's a good amount, but Granger not falling off that behind is actually impressive. Other than that, most of the other members have gotten their main gears, but rest of the roam and mid laners, they still need to get a little bit of more level advantage as well as farm. Zozo is level 11 right now. Easy kill as well. So level disparity is not between the mid laners, which is a good thing that you really need, especially when you're obviously ganking. But it's just that Selena and Farsa are just so different approach in the team fight. It's a little bit hard to say who's gonna come out on top. But let's see, the Lord, it's not exactly a lord dance. They're poking it, trying to lure them in.
Yeah.
Let's see if Lafu Kabi bites the bait, because so far Rustin can actually go for the Lord solo. Trust me, Kimi can solo the Lord actually, funny enough.
Yep.
But okay, Lafu Kabi is gonna go for the split push. They're not gonna contest for the Lord. That basically means that they're gonna take the tier 2 on the top lane and be satisfied with it and go for a defensive play. Good enough. Good enough.
Backing off right now. Okay, they got surrounded by whole Lafu Kabi members in front of pursuit coming up, but it won't be enough for that Basha to be getting help from the Phobias. But look at that monster kill, instant redemption for the Basha, and it will be the Edith as well getting down. 2 men already been down. Hayabusa going on, and a sliver of HP. Granger managed to escape, but Lucas with the Unleash the Beast coming on right now, and will be taking down with a blast onto that Selena. And 2 men down as well. Again, the first one managed to get down that Phobias. 3 men down, you can say. 3 for 2 trade right now coming from the side of Lafu Kabi, taking down the Lord with the help of the... I mean, Forza was not aware of the Kimi coming from the backside. That was not a good position, Jojo. You shouldn't have went for that. But right now, the Kimi slamming off the double kill onto the Lucas. And look at that, the top tier will be taken out. No. Minions got down. And Franco right now here into the map again, redirected back. Want to defend his base. Want to defend this match as well. What do you think, Ray?
I think it's extremely impressive that they were able to hold off such a good defense, but I can't really blame Zozo. It's the Kimi's nasty mechanic. Once you get caught in the, bazooka, the rocket, Granger is bazooka, hers is like a rocket. Once you get caught in that area, it's really hard to escape from it. And of course, the second skill on Mobilize combined with the insane amount of damage she has in the later phase, it's extremely hard. But okay, they pull in Rocco again. They waste skills, I understand, but might fall another victim to Kimi, or no, they will retreat. Overall, the gold right now is around 10. Oh no, okay, no, not 10. It's around 8,000. 8,000 into the hands of Rayuga. They're leading the score, they're leading the leaderboards, and they're leading the map. One thing, that advantage that Lafu Kabi has right now, it's that top lane turret of Rayuga. They were able to take all of the tier 1 and tier 2. So if they actually secure a Lord, that inhibitor is going to be in jeopardy. And this might be their only chance of bouncing back. But looking how the game is going, unless a Granger is able to secure another shutdown. Okay, 2 genius ones, but I don't really exactly prefer it. I would prefer for Selena to go for a little bit more burst, or maybe something else, because maybe even a divine for Kimi would be much better. Let's see. Right now, say almost 16 minutes in, Zozo is actually really important right now for a simple factor that he is the one providing the zoning out. It's just that they need to shut him down.
Yep. As well as he's giving the damage from the backline. You can say he's the damage dealer. Going on right now, Abyssal Trap trapping down that Franco. Okay, hook coming up, but no one will be get down. Lord being up right now. Will be seeing a easy Lord contest from the side of Team Rayuga, or are we gonna see a contest also from the side of Lafu Kabi? Hook again being on, will not be taking down anyone. Edith right now initiating the fight. Okay, no, backing off at this point. But the position is good. They can contest for this Lord, but the fight will be on right now. Baksha and the Phobias initiating the fight from the side of Rayuga Esports. Feather strike coming on. No one is there to take down Forza, but a shutdown will be there onto the Granger. Legendary for the Rustin Cole. Double kill right now. 3-man down. Forza wants to get back. It's a double kill for the Haya as well. Choco Chan and Rustin Cole taking down the match. The minions are in the base. Jozo being only here to take down, but no. Even though the Abyssal Trap connected, Purify was there, but the base, no Purify, no Abyssal Trap, will be tormented down from the side of Team Rayuga Esports. The first set goes to Rayuga.
We were talking about, a backdoor. Does this count as a backdoor? I mean, I was there on the base alone. It might count this. It might count as a backdoor. What do you think, Ashizi? Like, obviously, do we count it as a backdoor?
Yeah, it's a backdoor because at that moment, Forza and and the I mean Forza and the Edith was about to go to the base. They were recalling back. They were retreating back, but they couldn't. And when the Forza raced, it was the time was up for her.
Mhm. I gotta give to Chocolate Chan. This guy is just a menace on jungler. Zero deaths. Like
Yeah.
there was just no one that could catch up to him, especially on a Hayabusa. This guy basically might just be the newest best
I mean,
jungler we've seen on the season so far.
like
Great overall
show the
performance.
data, and you're gonna see that he is having the most push as well in the turret. Can we see the data?
I think push was done by both of them. I I would love to see the data. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Rustin was also
Yeah.
pushing. I noticed it. And
Look at
marksman, marksman, it's a cheat code. No matter
that.
how much you push, marksman in the late game will always deal so much more damage to the turret that they always get overall better than you. I know it as an EXP laner and a jungler myself. No matter how much I push in the late game, the marksman only needs to push down two turrets. They
Yeah.
will get most of the turrets.